Hello everybody, my name is Justin, and I'm back for a video today. Today I wanted to talk about something very specific. You see, I'm fairly certain many people know that, well, I use the bolted bushman as that one of the hats that I like to wear. It's a hat that, well, although not very fancy and not very colorful, is a hat that I like because to me it's something that just when you look at it, it's like I fought in the robot war. I ripped this off of the robot's cold dead hands. So yeah, I don't know. There's nothing fancy about it. But you see, today what I wanted to talk about was actually about the bolted bushman itself. Because you see, when it comes to the bolted bushman, it's a little weird how you don't really find the bolted bushman anywhere on the Steam market. And let me show you. So I have Team Fortress 2, I have Sniper, Bolted Bushman, but nothing's popped up. So I'll take away that. Nothing. How about maybe just... How about just that? And nothing. You don't find the Bolted Bushman anywhere. And the strange thing is when it comes to TF2 Wiki, well, the Bolted Bushman can be found in an unusual state. That's something I want to try to work towards one day, is be able to have an unusual Bolted Bushman, because, well, who doesn't want a hat that's an unusual that goes and shows to other players, hey, I played this game for a while and I've earned this item. Maybe I paid for it, or I traded for it, or I unboxed it. I've still earned it. Like, it's just the thing. You can find it in an unusual state, but you don't find any unusuals along the lines of, well, anything bolted bushman related. I mean, you don't. You don't. And yet, here we go on to Backpack.tf. Backpack.tf kind of catalogs how many items there are, and, well, you can see in existence there were quite a few in the past, like 2,000, and now it's going up, and you got thousands and thousands and thousands, like 30,000 here. Like, of course the price has dropped over time, and it never really went up much anyways, but, like, that's just the thing. You don't really see many bolted bushmen anywhere at all. You mean down here you'll see it on Backpack.tf for it's being sold. I mean, some people are selling it for a pretty reasonable price, from like the default hat standard, like 1.33 ref to maybe just 1 ref. I mean, we've got someone over here asking for 50 ref, which I'd say that's a little much. I mean, counting how many there are for just one. Better off getting it for this price, or maybe even this price down here for like 0.66 ref. Like, it's just, that's the thing. You can obviously tell that there are a large number of bolted bushmen in existence. There has to be. Like, obviously. But yet, it says that it can be in an unusual state. And what I'm trying to learn and figure out is there an unusual bolted bushman? Because why would the TF2 wiki allow a hat and say a hat can be in an unusual state when, well, it clearly doesn't seem to be? I mean, maybe someone hasn't unboxed it yet. Maybe it hasn't been unboxed. Maybe we just haven't found one yet. I don't really know, and obviously nobody really cares. I mean, if someone cares, well, hopefully they'll see this video and maybe they can shed some light on some things that I don't know yet. I mean, when it comes to a lot of hats. You can find so many different hats for like all sorts of different hats in an unusual state. Like many different hats. And I mean, we've got a robot hat right here. And then if we go a little further, I'm pretty sure we'll find another robot hat. Like, yeah. Here, well, actually, I don't think that's a robot hat. That's a metal one, but not a robot. But it's just, yeah, here we go. We got another one. Oiled, like, it's just the confusing thing. Why is it that there are unusual hats for other robot items, but yet there's none for the Bolted Bushman? It's very strange. It's, well, unusual. So, it's just something I wanted to spread some light on, because something I've done is I've even looked on Scrap.tf, and Scrap.tf doesn't even have the Bolted Bushman available, and Scrap.tf is actually how I got my Bolted Bushman, so if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will, because, I mean, you can find it on Backpack.tf, where people are selling their Bolted Bushmans, but even then, it's like nobody even wants to do anything with the Bolted Bushman. And I mean, when it comes to when it comes to any hat in general, like just the normal unique hats, you can find so many different unique hats and cosmetics, from like the normal cosmetics that you wear in the chest to hats that have been around for years and years. So why is it that you can't find a simple hat that, although hasn't been around since the beginning, has still been around for quite some time? I don't know. It's I've posted a little ask on one of Pyro Joe's videos. Of course, it's the one about how a couple days ago the unusual boxing with the crates, how it apparently crashed the economy, even though, you know, the economy is, well, clearly on its feet. I mean, don't get me wrong, Valve went and made it so that no one can craft or trade with the unusuals that were unboxed during that time. But, I mean, it's not like every single unusual is a gold bar and someone just found like 2,000 tons worth of gold. It's not like that. Every single unusual has a different effect for every single hat, thus making even more items for one item. So, I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't feel like talking about this. I might talk about the whole unusual fiasco later on. But yeah, this is just something I wanted to bring up, because it is something I want to ask. I want to see if there is anybody out there who knows any kind of information about this, because I know for sure, for 100% certainty, that people have this hat. I mean, I have this hat. So, obviously, there are a large amount in existence. There has to be, because people are still trading them. It's just the question is why isn't there any on like sites like Scrap.tf, or people just getting rid of them on the Steam market? Like, it's weird how it doesn't seem to exist anywhere else except, well, certain places that are just really silent about it. So, yeah, I'm just asking about it. Like I said earlier, I do want to know if the Bolted Bushman can actually be in an unusual state, because on the TF2 wiki, like I said earlier, it can, in an available quantities, it can be unusual. So the question is it able to be unusual, or did Valve just kind of mess up and, oh, it's not supposed to be able to be unusual, so they'll maybe take that away and just leave it as like unique? I don't know. Or maybe it is able to be an unusual and just nobody's unboxed it yet, therefore it's probably going to be super rare. Or maybe it is super rare and someone has, and it's just nobody's getting rid of it yet. I don't know. I really don't know. I've tried to look around for a while. I mean, I don't know. It's Quite unusual. Ooh, misspelling. Don't mind me. Yeah, you can't really find anything. Well, let's see. Can we click on this and see? No, we cannot. Classified listing. Classified information. Let's see. Oh, yes, thank you. Whatever. I don't know. If anything, take this video as, hey, let me just poke at something that I've been wondering for a while. If you do have any information about this, or you want to go and help me out, go and comment down below and tell me what you do know or what you've found. It'd be nice to go and try to figure out what is the problem and what's going on with all this. Because, like I said, did Valve accidentally go and say that this can be unusual, or is it actually able to be unusual and just nobody's found it, or maybe someone has and just isn't letting the world know? I don't know. I don't know. I wanna go and figure this out, because I mean, like I said, I did comment on PyroJoe's, one of PyroJoe's latest videos. Like I said, it's talking about the whole unusual problem, and I'll talk about that another day if I really feel up to it. But I asked about it, and I even left a link to the wiki itself. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out if it can be unusual or if it can't, because maybe it can, maybe it can't. I don't know. I mean, I know for sure that my comment is probably buried underneath like the billions and billions of other comments. It's not very high of a chance of anybody even noticing my comment. And if YouTube has like an algorithm set up where if you are a very low tier YouTuber and you have no subscribers, your comment is never to be seen. I don't know. I mean, that's probably just 100% speculatory, but yeah, I just wanted to go and shed some light on something that I've been wondering. It's something that I've been actually wondering about ever since I got the bolted Bushman. Because, I mean, well, when you first learn about unusuals, you're like, hey, I want an unusual. So, you never know. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you.